right, Coach. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Oilers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run on first down. Irvin takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
56.
First down, a run with Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
On 3rd down, Davidson. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 1. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one? That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 4, check 4.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. of the shotgun. They run with Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Davidson. He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down. It's Cohen, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And some room to work. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. These two teams all tied after one. On 1st down, Davidson. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Irvin. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And on now is the punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action, Davidson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch this. No. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Check three.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On first down, Irvin. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On second down, here's Barkley. And That'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Davidson flushed out, and the Chicago Bears are in the end zone.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
2nd and 9 now. Wide open receiver complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Go. Hey, that's scary. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. You can't block me. Hey, check Mike.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, come on, El.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cohen. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Got it. 56 is the mic. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check 43. Mike 56. Mike 56. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hold up.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First down, Chicago.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They run. This is Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's man. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 70 ending. That QB's trapped. Let's go. Kill.
Now this time he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Saquon Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I can't believe they even go. Check 37. Check 37.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic. It's our time.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Kill.
A handoff to Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Davidson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Davidson. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, watch the leg. 58, boys, 58. 58, second.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Back to throw here. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brings up third down.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let him know, let him know.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
58, Mike. Exit.
On play action, they'll throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Quick turbo. And bring it. Tight dog. Deuce. 3 seconds.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bears will get the football back.
On the ready. Mike, 56. Okay. 3 bucks.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I know you felt that one.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Back. Heads in. Motion. Check. Hey, switch gears. Go. Motion.
They try again with Cohen. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready, 54. Mike, 54. He don't know no better. Alert flare.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
You ain't got nothing. 58, right? Let's go. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Double dog. That's the way.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Moore. hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this will be caught at the 30.
Let's go, fellas.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Chicago, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans.